Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be working on this Cave Club Girl Furnessa as part of the Doll Artist Collective on Instagram and joining the collaboration Magical Garden. As always, I begin by prepping the doll. Normally I would take off her hair, but I'm actually going to use it. So instead I just take off the accessories and clothing. Then clean up her hair just a little bit, put it in a ponytail, and then put a wrap on it. Then I use 100% acetone to remove her factory face up. And then I can sand down her body using sanding sponges. I start with fine and go through all the meshes to microfine. Once that's complete, I can move on to the face up. Before I do that though, I will wash her with warm soapy water just to make sure I get rid of all the residue of acetone and any sanding dust that might be left on the body. Now that she's all clean and ready to go, I will spray her 2 times with Mr. Super Clear, waiting plenty of time in between for those layers to dry. I will be using my pan pastels in several shades of brown, a magenta for her cheek blushes and lips, and then the neon orange and neon green for her eyeshadow. I will also be using my General's Chalk Pastel pencil in white to lay down the base for her eyes, her sclera. I will be following the face mold this time because it is really well defined and it's really cute, and that's what I'm going for anyway. Once I have the eye whites laid in, I will go in and start with the body blushing using the several shades of brown, putting shadows where there should be shadows, highlights where there should be highlights, and using the mid-tone just to bring it all together and make nice soft changes between colors that are very gradual, very like a gradient. Once I have that complete, I will do a layer of Mr. Super Clear, waiting quite a long time to let it dry, and then I'll go back and do it again for a second layer of blushing. This just ensures that my colors are opaque and not streaky. After that's complete, I will go ahead and spray the whole doll again with Mr. Super Clear 2 more times to seal it in on the body, and then I can concentrate mostly on the face. I would like to mention that I am using the colorless blender to try to make even those transitions that are fairly smooth even more gradual, more hard to define where one's color starts and the other color ends. As I move on, you will notice that I'm using smaller brushes to get the detail blushing done as well. Once all that's complete, I will go in with my watercolor pencils by Derwent to start working on the shapes of her eyes, adding in water lines and sketching in her irises and pupils, and then her eyebrows. This part usually takes me about 3 or 4 layers of Mr. Super Clear. I go back to Mr. Super Clear whenever the pigment isn't laying down anymore, and then let it dry completely and then come back and do another layer. This doll has a smirk as part of the mold, and I kind of wanted to keep that smirk because it's really cute and seems in character with this little gnome potioneer. I do start with a darker color to lay down the eyebrow shape and then add in the details as I go along. Once I have everything the way I like it, I will finally take up my black watercolor pencil and start drawing in the eyeliner and eyelashes. Off camera, I added in the highlights using a white watercolor pencil. I gave her dot design and leaf designs back on her face with the green, the orange, and the blue watercolor pencils. I also put a leaf design on her wrist in purple and a flower design in yellow and orange on her arm, and then on her feet in hot pink and yellow to match her hair. I put dots and then petals, just using my watercolor pencils. Once I had the eyeshadow in place, I sprayed her again, decided that the dots and leaf designs were not showing up as bright as I would like. So I went ahead and used some neon acrylic paints and dotted those in. Once that was completely dry and I had dotted in her eye shines, I sealed her for the last time. 2 coats of Mr. Super Clear, waiting quite a bit of time in between, and her face up was complete. And here is the final doll. I made some accessories for her, the little potions, that's in part 3. Her outfit I made in part 2. And the only thing that's left is to put her together and to look at the end result pictures. Please enjoy those for the rest of the video, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the Doll Artist Collective on Instagram for hosting this fun project. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!